It's a snow day and you can hear the kids playing in the background. Anyhow, this is my latest summary of the Course in Miracles workbook. This is probably the hardest one I had to do, and it was hardest one to comprehend because it had to do with not planning. As a human being, as a human adult, we want to plan, but it was this lesson that really brought the understanding of surrender and the abundance that the universe can bring you. Not the abundance that you think you want, but true abundance that the universe can bring you. Anyhow, enjoy the lesson. A Course in Miracles, lesson 135. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Why would you defend yourself unless you thought you were being attacked, and that you could defend yourself against this attack? And herein lies the folly of defense. It gives illusion reality, and then attempts to handle them as real. Illusions upon illusions. And this is what you do when you attempt to plan the future, activate the past, or organize the present as you wish. You operate from the belief that you must protect yourself from what is to come, because it must contain something that threatens you. A sense of threat, a need for defense, is an acknowledgement of an inherent weakness. The world is based on this insane belief, with all its structures, all its thoughts and doubts, its penalties and heavy armaments, its legal definition and codes, its ethics and its leaders and its gods. All serve to preserve this sense of threat, this illusion. Defense is frightening. It stems from fear, increasing fear as each defense is made. Let us pause to consider what it is you defend. It must be something that is weak, made easy prey and unable to defend itself, thus needing your defense. What but the body has such frailty that requires constant care? What but the body falters and fails? Yet, it is not the body that needs your defense. No health-inducing medicine, no care, no concern at all. It is your mind which gave the body all the functions that you see in it, and set its value far beyond a pile of dust and water. Who would make defense of something recognized as dust and water? The body does not need defense. This cannot be too often emphasized. It will be strong and healthy if the mind does not abuse it by assigning it roles it cannot fill, and to purposes beyond its scope. Once the body is merely perceived as quite apart from you, the body becomes a healthy, serviceable instrument through which the mind can operate until its usefulness is over. Who would want to keep it when its usefulness is done? A healed mind does not plan. It carries out plans which it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. It waits until it is taught what should be done and then proceeds to do it. It does not depend upon itself for anything except its adequacy to fulfill the plans assigned to it. It is secure in the certainty that obstacles cannot impede its progress to accomplishment of any goal which serves the greater plan established for the good of everyone, also known as the highest good. A healed mind is relieved from the belief that it must plan. In this capacity is health assured, for everything that the mind employs for this will function flawlessly and cannot fail. The mind that is engaged in planning for itself is occupied in setting up control of future happenings. It does not think it will be provided for unless it makes its own provisions. Its present outlook is tainted by past experiences, and what it has learned before becomes the basis for future goals. The mind that plans is thus refusing to allow for change. Defenses are the plans you undertake to make against the truth. Their aim is to select your likes and dislikes based on your past experiences and beliefs. Quite meaningless indeed. What could you accept but if you but knew that everything that happens, all events past, present, and to come, are gently planned by the one whose only purpose is your good? Without defenses, you become a light, guiding you in ways appointed to your happiness according to the ancient plan begun when time was born. Your followers will join their light with yours, and it will be increased until the world is lighted up with joy. We will anticipate that time today with confidence, for this is part of what was planned for us. We will make no plans for how it will be done, but realize that our defenselessness is all that is required for the truth to dawn upon our minds. Throughout the day, as foolish things appear to raise defensiveness in you, remind yourself, if I defend myself, I am attacked. But in defenselessness, I will be strong, and I will learn what my defenses hide. Lesson 135. If I defend myself, I am attacked. Thank you for sharing that moment with me.